Now, Christmas is full of a lot of things. I know as a Christian pastor and father that Christmas has basically absorbed a lot that has nothing to do with the birth of Christ at all.
Well, it's the beginning of the Christmas season, so I thought this would be a good time to ask the question, what do Christians think about having a Christmas tree? I know there are a lot of people that think that it's a pagan ritual and we shouldn't be doing it, and there's a lot of people that are Christians that think it's a nice tradition and a good way to glorify Christ. So let's dive into it.
But Christ is the centerpiece and the focus of Christmas. That's where we must concentrate if we want to really celebrate what God accomplished in the birth of His Son. But if part of that celebration is expressing love to your family, giving gifts to each other, in a way thanking the Lord for all that He's done in your life and expressing love to your family, I think that's a great thing. Sending Christmas cards to people to express love and to honor Christ, that's a great thing.
So when the topic of Christmas trees come up, and John MacArthur will share his thoughts on that right after I talk about this here, is that Jeremiah 10, verses 1 to 16, does talk about forbidding bringing Christmas trees into the home and decorating them. But what was Jeremiah really talking about in that context? Here's the key point. The reason people were doing this, that Jeremiah was condemning it, is they were bringing the tree into their house to decorate it with silver and gold to worship it. They were making an idol out of it and worshiping it. Is that what people are doing with a Christmas tree that are Christians, that are celebrating the birth of Christ, putting a star on top for celebrating the Star of Bethlehem and putting gifts as reminders of the Magi's gifts? I mean, yes, it's not specifically in the Bible that we're directed to do this, but it's not forbidden.
And oh, by the way, some people have issues with Christmas trees. My response to that is God made trees. If you have plants in your house, if you have flowers in your garden, if you have trees in your yard, why would you make anything other than a joyous reality of a tree that's in your house? I know one of my very favorite things to do every year is to decorate the Christmas tree at our house. Because all our decorations, they're not store-bought. All of our decorations are basically tied to the history of our family. When I decorate the tree, it gives me the opportunity to go back through the history of our family and rejoice in all the good things that the Lord has done. You don't want to put anything out of Christmas that you can use to glorify the Lord. And that includes a tree and showing generosity and giving gifts of love, as well as focusing on worshiping the Lord Himself.
I couldn't agree more with Pastor MacArthur. So let's not do things like take Jeremiah 10 out of the context that it was written to apply to something today that's not truly related. Let's enjoy the Christmas season. Let's find any ways we can to celebrate and lift up Christ for the world to see and be reminded that the light of the world has come into the darkness. Merry Christmas, everybody.